Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. Hello, it's great to see you back again for this week's Explore Tulsa. You know, it's easy to take for granted being able to just jump in the car and go wherever we want.
Some of us forget how easy it is to drive straight.
You better watch it. I parked next to you today.
Oh, well, in that case, I know what you mean. Friends of mine have a daughter with special needs, and she's in a wheelchair all of her life, and I'm always in awe of them because they're literally pick her up and put her into their SUV each and everywhere they go.
They should probably stop in and visit with Saxon Moore of Tulsa Handicapped Vehicle Services. Saxon probably has a vehicle or device that would make their life so much easier.
To help an individual is a great thing, and there's a lot of fulfillment and a lot of enjoyment, enabling a person to become mobile. It's what we do for our living. The national average is typically 10% of your community has some form of a physical challenge or disability. In Tulsa, in a community of roughly 450,000 people, excluding the surrounding communities, that's roughly 40,000 people, 45,000 people have some form or fashion of a disability. And we can help most of those people. We work with a vast range of individuals with disabilities, from a simple difficulty in gripping the steering wheel, which might require a spinner knob or a quad grip that enables that person to get a better grip on the wheel, to someone that maybe has limited use of their legs due to a numbing of some sort, which causes the lack of feel, and we'll install hand controls or a left foot accelerator pedal or something of that nature. So really, it covers a vast array of disabilities. Well, the technology early on was new. A lot of folks had a difficult time getting around. The traditional wheelchair lift was used everywhere. Our school buses, the transit system, and since that time, the evolution of what's called a lowered floor minivan came to pass. And these minivans have had the floors lowered in them 10 inches, and by doing that and adding a ramp to the passenger side door, it allows a person to ride in their wheelchair and be seated at the same viewing height as maybe you and I might be seated next to them. So lots has changed in those years. We not only modify the consumer's car, if they have a car and they call us and describe what their needs are, we can discuss modifying the vehicle they have, equipping it with hand controls, left foot accelerator pedal, to a stowage lift like what you see behind us, to a full-blown conversion, meaning the floor's been lowered like we previously mentioned. We do full-size vans. We stock these vehicles in inventory as well as modify the consumer's vehicle. Many of the times that the people that will come to us by recommendation of a doctor or through a state agency such as vocational rehab, or they'll come to us through the Veterans Administration. There's normally a physical therapist that has done an evaluation that gives us a start as to what those individuals' needs may be. We've done this a long time. This is 27 years in the business, so we've got a pretty good idea when we have that evaluation and we visit with the consumer. We help them achieve their goals as to being a passenger, riding up front in an automobile, driving an automobile, allowing them to transfer from a wheelchair to another seat in the vehicle. So based on our experience and that of the professionals in the business, we work together in fitting that individual with the best piece of equipment. Budgets are important. We all have them. We all have to work within a budget, and we can, most of the time, and I would say better than 90% of the time, can come up with something that fits each individual's budget, from maybe a used piece of equipment that we would have, a refurbished wheelchair lift, maybe it's a used lowered floor minivan or a used lift. We do get some of this equipment back at times, so I think it's safe to say we've got something for everyone's budget. We work very closely with the Veterans Administration here in Tulsa and in Muskogee. We have veterans that have come back from the current conflict that we're helping, and when we started 27 years ago, we were working with World War II vets. My mom has rheumatoid arthritis, and she has difficulties gripping the steering wheel, and her mobility is limited. She has a steering knob on her vehicle that allows her to steer the vehicle. She also has a lot of difficulty climbing stairs, and she has a stair lift that we install in her home. So yeah, it's close at heart. I'm very much aware and attuned to individuals with disabilities. If someone's wanting to drive that hasn't been able to drive and now can drive, to achieve that and help them and see them leave in their automobile, it was a dream at first, not knowing if they'd be able to drive at all or drive again, to being able to leave here with a fully modified vehicle. It's special, and I'm glad I get to do it for a living. It is actually a lot of fun.